And one of the rare times so far in the playoffs that the home team going into the second half didn't have a sizable cushion.
Yeah, they should have had a cushion, a 3-point cushion, because of the missed field goal rather by Al Del Greco. But you're right. This is Brian Billick has to feel confident with his Baltimore club. This was the last time, November 12th. That was an extra point that hit that exact same upright, and here was his chance to win the game from 43 yards, and he pushes it wide to the right. So the confidence of Al Del Greco right now has got to be rattled. I realize he's a guy that's been in the league for 17 years, but his confidence right now has to be at a low ebb.
And remember, he missed 50 before the penalty, and then the block at 45. Greg Hendrick picks it off to Jermaine Lewis at the 3. Lewis gets a block. And Hendrick makes the tackle at the 30-yard line. The kicker makes a solid hit. Bonnie?
Fisher overall very happy about the ball movement of his team. Asked him about Steve McNair. McNair sprained his left shoulder. Fisher told me he didn't get anything special done in the locker room. He will continue to play. I also asked him what he said to Al Del Greco about those 2 field goals. He said, I said to him, Al, you know, if you got to kick the game winner, you're going to make it. And he looked at Fisher and he said, I know.
The coaching so constant, and even though these are powerful grown men, sometimes fragile egos.
You're not a coach there, you're a psychologist.
That's right. Dilfer comes out and goes long for Shannon Sharp, and overthrows him by a stride with Blaine Bishop on the coverage.
One of the big differences between these two teams in the first half of play has been the ground game. 2 feature backs here, but Jamal Lewis has not been able to get on track for Baltimore. He had a total of 18 yards rushing in the first 14 yards rather on 8 carries. But Eddie George on the other side has really gotten it done as he's rushed 17 times for 61 yards. They've got to get Jamal Lewis loose if they're, I think, to have a chance in this game. They may not be so fortunate with missed field goals.
Gash lined up in front of Lewis. Fake to him. Curse misses the sack. And the throw downfield is complete. Ismail, first down at the 45-yard line. Javon Curse could taste that sack, but Dilfer cleverly slipped away.
Well, it's a matchup that they love, the speed of Curse against the old legs of Harry Swain. And Denard Walker, their number 25, goes ahead and releases Ismail to the inside on the zone coverage. But right there, you just don't see Javon Curse miss sacks when he's that close.
Going after the ball. Now Lewis into a crowd, no gain. Let's take a look at the numbers in the first 30 minutes, Dan. Anything jump out besides the rushing?
Well, this is a rushing football team, the Baltimore Ravens, and their inability to do so in the first half has cost them down at the bottom with the time of possession. But look at the third one down. That's 17 yards right there. That is unacceptable. They're passing both teams. Neither one of them has hit 100 yards yet.
But Guilford did hit Sharp, the big one, 56 yards, to set up the Ravens score. Blitz. Guilford throws it up. Sharp can't get there at the 30-yard line. He had gotten behind Blaine Bishop, who went down.
Well, Trent Dilfer throws this ball falling backwards because he's got 2 Titans getting ready to hit him right in the chops. So look at Randall Godfrey coming right up the middle. He's coming from the right. Kenny Holmes from the left. Good inside pressure that time, right up the middle on Trent Dilfer. That's not the position the quarterback wants to deliver the football, falling backwards off his back heel.
Dilfer, who suffered a mild concussion in the Denver game a week ago, said he had the usual headaches on Monday, but has been clear since. Took a pretty good pop. Priest Holmes in the backfield with him now. Another blitz. And they got him at the 35-yard line. Godfrey again, the former Cowboy. Had only 2.5 sacks the entire season. Gets a clean one there.
Well, most inside linebackers don't get a shot, but look at Randall Godfrey that time. A double blitz, Blaine Bishop coming up on the other side, number 23. 2 guys go after Bishop and leave Godfrey all alone. What a huge pickup, free agent signing Randall Godfrey was for the Titans this year.
Derek Mason back as Kyle Richardson set to punt it away. His last punt blocked by Chris Coleman. And it's blocked again by Coleman, the same man. And out of bounds at the 29-yard line. The Quinella for Coleman. Back-to-back block punts. Oh, my.
There's Russ Purnell, the special teams coach of the Baltimore Ravens. Needless to say, he has to be mortified at their inability to protect up the middle.
Oh, how cleanly did he come through?
You start with your protection in the middle and turned loose, and Coleman just takes advantage of the fact he's initially blocked and then just completely turned loose.
From the 28-yard line, 27. Eddie George breaks a tackle, and he's to the 22, gain of 5. Harry James Sharper makes the tackle. Jamie, his dad, Harry James, same name as the famed trumpeter, although this young man, Jamie, prefers the tenor sax.
And we had a chance. Ray Lewis, a lot of times people don't get a hat on Ray Lewis, but that time a good block by Bruce Matthews. He slows down Lewis just enough that he's not able to get over and get a good hit on Eddie George. Credit Bruce Matthews, the old guy, for making that happen.
Second down and 4. George again. And he has a first down near the 15-yard line. Again, they're running on that left side behind the 13-time Pro Bowler Matthews, who goes again to Honolulu at age 39 in his 18th season. He's a phenom.
Yeah, he is a phenom. He tied Reggie White for the most Pro Bowl selections in NFL history. And you know something? Bruce Matthews shows no sign of slowing down. Telling us on Friday he has every intention of coming back and playing next year. He said, why not? I feel like I'm still playing this game at a high level. Bruce, you are.
No trouble hearing McNair's audibles. Just gets it off. Swing it. George. Wrestled out of bounds by Ray Lewis at the 4-yard line. Just back to Matthews for a moment, Dan. He's blocked now for 15 different quarterbacks in his career with the Oilers Titans. His very first in Houston was Archie Manning. That's how far he goes. But now he's playing against Manning's kid.
Well, he came in the draft of 1983, which, of course, was one of the great drafts of NFL history. Darrell Green still left from that draft.
Second down and 3. Rodney Thomas has replaced George. This is Thomas. Sticks his head in there, and hard yards close to the 5-yard line. That'll be where they marked it, another first down.
Well, you know you're old when you played college football with your coach. That's the first indication. And here's Bruce Matthews, his first start at the Coliseum against the Raiders. That's the Houston Oilers. And there he is, of course, the #1 draft choice. And, boy, I said, you know, he's just never been hurt. Can you imagine that? A guy plays in a pit down there where people are falling on your legs, and a lot of times offensive linemen are hurt because somebody else falls on their lower leg. How he has survived in that mayhem all these years without ever being catastrophically hurt. It's great fortune and good genes.
Oh, good genes. How about his brother Clay Matthews as a linebacker? First and goal at the 5. George up the middle. Burrows for 2. Behind Lorenzo Neal, number 41, the blocking back, who played at Fresno State. His teammate was Trent Dilfer, the Ravens quarterback, and Neal was part of that debate team with the Bulldogs. Allows a little...
Debating with Ray Lewis right there.
Meanwhile, George, his numbers now 74 yards rushing against this team that didn't allow that much per game to an entire team on the season per average. On 2nd and goal. The fake to George. McNair throws it away. He did have Mason deep in the end zone. Michael McCrary had slashed through to put early pressure on McNair.
Well, Steve had to avoid a blitzer right off the bat. I think that's Rob Burnett that he has to miss the first time. And then when he steps up, McCrary is right there. And you've got to give your quarterback a better look than that. Burnett forces him to the inside. McCrary's got the inside rush lane covered. And McNair really did very well just to dump that into the crowd.
It's a big stand by the Ravens trying to deny the touchdown, force the field goal. George up the middle. And nothing there except white jerseys. Rob Burnett, Michael McCrary, and plenty of help.
Get out of there, 58.
And so Del Greco will come on for the short field goal attempt.
El Del Greco here kind of doing for the short field goal what Dave Kingman did for the fly ball. He's certainly putting a lot of excitement in it right here.
This is no more than an extra point, but
that left upright to Del Greco must look like it's about 8 feet across.
What are the guesses that this will be to the right side? A chip shot for the NFL's top golfer, and he nails it. 21 yards officially. The Titans reclaim the lead, 10-7. Downtown Nashville, across the Cumberland River, here in the Athens of the South, well known for its fine arts, this great city. Down to Jermaine Lewis. Speedy wide receiver across the 30 to the 33, and a good return. With the Titans leading 10-7, we'll take a timeout. 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. The winner goes to the AFC Championship.
Is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of the Super Bowl. Burger King, got the urge, and by Mazda. Mazda, get in, be moved.